Welcome to another episode of my podcast, Marjorie Asks a Question. Today we have a very special guest, Benjamin Bloom. He is going to tell us all about his famous Bloom's Taxonomy. Welcome, Benjamin Bloom.
Thank you for having me on your podcast, Marjorie.
Professor Bloom, it has been a while since I first came across your work when I was in grad school. Help me remember, what is Bloom's Taxonomy again?
Well, when I was in the classroom, I always asked myself this question. What can I do as a teacher to help my students get better results? One way instructors can improve student learning outcomes is to view student learning through the lens of my, Benjamin Bloom's, taxonomy. Marjorie, you may recall my colourful six-layered pyramid. That's it. By the way, Marjorie, the term taxonomy was developed from two Greek words, taxis, meaning arrangement, and nomia, meaning distribution or method. But I digress.
Would you please elaborate on this taxonomy, Professor Bloom, so that I might better understand it?
Think of Bloom's taxonomy as a tool to help organize learning goals. It has 6 levels, from simple to more complex thinking skills. Teachers can use it to plan lessons and activities that help students move from remembering facts to thinking deeply and solving problems.
What are these 6 levels and how do they apply to my adult learners?
From lowest to highest, the 6 levels are: remember. Can the student easily recall course content? Understand. Is the student able to explain key concepts and ideas? Apply. Is the student able to use the information in a new scenario? Analyze. Can the student connect, compare, and contrast various concepts? Evaluate. Can the student appraise, argue, and justify a point of view? Create. Is the student able to produce original work from learned concepts? The 6 levels follow a sequence, each building on the level below it. This framework can guide educators as they help students move from primary to more complex cognitive abilities and learning outcomes.
So in a nutshell, how can you relate all of this to our audience of CTE, academic, and ESL teachers today?
Very simply, Marjorie, my taxonomy explains the process of learning in this way. Before you can understand a concept, you must remember it. To apply a concept, you must first understand it. In order to evaluate a process, you must have analyzed it. To create an accurate conclusion, you must have completed a thorough evaluation.
I got one last question. What, in Bloom's name, does all of this have to do with today's training? The objective of which is enhancing question techniques to strengthen student comprehension. It's supposed to be about questions. And why does it matter?
Miss Schneider, I believe you have already answered your own question, precisely with the types of questions which you have just asked me during this interview. First, you asked me a basic remembering question. Then, you asked me a question to better understand my answer to your first question. Next, you asked a question so that you could apply the answer to helping your students. Your fourth question was one of analysis. You needed help connecting it all. And finally, just now, you have asked me to help you evaluate it all, to determine whether or not it even matters. By asking questions that systematically move our thinking up the stairs of complexity, we guarantee ourselves a majestic view from the mountaintop of, wait for it, real-world problem-solving and critical thinking.
Holy moly, I see what you did there. You just connected it to tomorrow's Day 2 objective, which will be exploring innovative strategies to engage students in real-world problem-solving and critical thinking. You are a blooming genius. Well, that's all the time we have on today's podcast. This is Marjorie Schneider saying goodbye and see you next time on
Marjorie Asks a Question.